So, really quickly, I'm Khamsin Untamed Oracle. If you didn't know, I'm assuming people are already here. If you are not watching this live and you catch this later, that's fine. But I'm gonna go live in the Coven community. I couldn't send out a notification because I've already sent out 2 notifications today. So if you are already aware of the Coven, if you're already in there, go ahead and get ready for the live video that we're about to do. I'm going to give you a brief overview of what we're doing, what the purpose is, and how to stay motivated and inspired to do this work. And I'll say this before I ease over to the Coven, but spiritual bypassing is not going to work for us anymore. And if you are not actively healing your feminine, if you are not actively interacting with your shadow self, if you are still avoiding the shit about you that you know you probably need to work on, but maybe you don't know how, or maybe you don't feel confident to work on it, like whatever the case may be, if you want to change anything in your life, the very first thing that you're going to have to do is change you. It's so easy for the ego to get focused on what's happening in the world and everybody else. I already made a post about that on my TikTok. Energy farming has just went to a whole new level. Okay, so the way that you respond to things that's on your feed, you're in a symbiotic relationship with something on the other side of your device. Our devices are scrying mirrors. This is why it was so important for those of you who've been here as I went through the right hand path, the left hand path, the middle path, and I taught all aspects of it. And when it found the common denominator in most spirituality rooted in indigenous teachings, if you don't know these things, you might get caught slipping. You might get caught off guard. So what I'm basically saying to you is a lot of the outside work we used to do, a lot of the ancestor work we have done, that I have taught, I've led, I've done petitions, I've taught you all how to do your offerings, like I've done all of that. I took everything that Bobby Hemmett taught, took it and repurposed it for us today. It made it make sense. And thousands of those videos are still available. If you're just now starting this journey and that's where you are, that's fine. But if you really want to go to the next level, to where you're astral traveling with me and you're having meetings and lucid dreams to help you with the shit that seems immovable in your life, the key is to know that you are the third temple, that your body is the altar, that your mind is meant to be the servant. So people misinterpret a lot of texts, but your heart is the gateway to the spirit realm. That is the motherfucking throne, your heart. And a lot of us lack heart. A lot of us lack courage. We lack confidence. We are afraid to have the fucking audacity, right? To actually be different. You can't command with just words anymore. The energy and the frequency has to be a vibrational match for the affirmation, or it's not going to do anything. So in the Coven, I'm focused on women, and I'm focused on teaching them how to soften and go into that energy, because we have already mastered being in our masculine energy. And there is a time coming up where a lot of people are just going to really be losing their mind. If you disassociate, if you went through a lot of trauma, if you have a tendency to live in your mind, if you have a tendency to intellectualize things, you intellectualize your feelings, you're not embodying. You're not sitting in the void long enough to be transformed. You're not walking in the fire long enough to become the phoenix, because you're not allowing things to become the ashes in your life. You're trying to hold on to the ashes and keep molding them and making them look like something. What I'm saying to you is, my teachings and the transformation that I personally have had and helped a lot of other people get to was through what I'm saying now. So even if you are male and you can't join the coven, that's okay, because I've already given you some gems that you can work with. But this is the key. This is the goal. So be careful how you respond when you see stories. I'm not saying that we are supposed to just not care, but are you feeding the egregores, the thought forms? Are you feeding into the Faustian pacts? Are you feeding it your energy? It's a sacred detachment. And then you focus on yourself. So that's what we're doing in the coven. I'm going to go over there. Hey, Kalia, we finna go to the coven. So I'm headed over there. I couldn't send y'all a notification. I don't know if you got it, because I already sent one. They only allow one notification every 3 days. So I'm finna go to the coven, go live, and tell you all of the details over there. All right, y'all. See you on the other side.